What is good, everybody? It is Sunday, May 24th, 2026, 5 p.m. That means it is time for Film and Box Office News, episode 187, and we are doing The Lord of the Rings from 1978. Ralph Bakshi today. We're back in 30 seconds.
You shall not pass.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Here we go.
Day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here.
Jeez. Horrible.
Everything will be alright. I need a hero.
Enough. Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book audience, trying to win the world's greatest monthly giveaway on one of the world's greatest live streams, the Council of Comics. As always, the loyal council, Phil, Green Shirt Guy, Clifford. C. Bizzle will not be joining us today, but that's okay. He shall return next week. How you guys doing then?
Doing pretty good. All things considered, doing pretty good.
By the way, can I just say, watching Dolph Lundgren and Nick Galatine, watching them promote Masters of the Universe together is such a treat. Such a treat. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm having a wonderful time watching them promote Masters of the Universe.
They are doing a great job promoting it. So I hear it's a great movie. That's what I hear.
I hear very nice things.
So
there's a lot of movies I gotta watch. I hear a lot of very nice things about a lot of movies lately. That's not true. I hear a lot of nice things about enough movies lately. So I gotta go see Mandalorian and Grogu. I should go see Mortal Kombat 2. Apparently I gotta run. I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna skip. I'm not gonna hop. I'm gonna run to see Masters of the Universe. And of course, heaven help me. Heaven help you if you get in my way when Supergirl comes around.
Supergirl.
That won't happen because I'm not going to go see it. So
I'm not talking to you.
You said help me. I don't have to worry about it because I'm not going to go see it.
I'm going to go see Star Wars tomorrow. Mandalorian and Grogu.
I've seen it today.
Ooh, we'll talk about that in a minute because I know Green Shirt Guy has seen it as well. So yeah, it's Film and Box Office News 187. We are 13 away from our 200th episode. We're finishing up Phil's trilogy from 1978. We will tell you Green Shirt Guy's first movie at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. We'll give you your first hashtag. Phil, you want to throw up that first hashtag?
I do.
So
this comes from the producer. Whoops, I just hit the wrong button. I am sorry, guys. I got to go through the whole thing again.
You're getting flustered. That Facebook got you
there
flustered.
We go. Live action Gollum is better.
Yes, it is.
Was it really like live action? That's the first.
You're right. See, I should have put CGI Gollum is better. But yeah, so that's there at the bottom. Put that in as a hashtag. And let's just get started with some box office, shall we, Phil?
Okay. I have that too.
It's a big
And-
weekend for
It
Grogu
is.
and the Mandalorian.
Well, it's
Well, it depends because
It's,
they're saying the walk-up box office tomorrow may not skew, but change the numbers significantly.
It could get them over 100 million for domestic. It could.
I went with I didn't go with because they do got the estimated tomorrow. I didn't go with that. We got the week because it is a long weekend for Memorial Day.
And this doesn't obviously include today either.
So
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't have all today either.
yeah. Even this is like estimated. So
Mhm.
there's two of them though. There's the Memorial Day weekend, which includes the 25th, and this one.
What do they? Wait. What do they have? The estimated. Go back. What do they have? Mandalorian Grogu.
The
102.
All right.
I've seen 106.
Okay.
It depends where you look.
Yeah.
Okay.
102 and 165 worldwide.
Mm,
We'll go with the big ones.
I mean, it's not your Star Wars numbers. I'll tell you that.
It's not as bad as it's better than the last couple.
Yeah.
Considering
Well,
there hasn't been a Star
not the
Wars movie in
last.
7 years.
It's not better than Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker made more money than this.
I mean, you mean like quality wise, we mean like.
Well, let me ask you and Green Shirt guy, what did you think of Mandalorian and Grogu?
I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It's good.
If you
Yeah?
like the show,
Yeah.
it's a 2-hour episode of the show.
Oh, that's not that.
No, it's better than a 2-hour episode of the
Yeah.
show. Okay, yeah.
Needs to be a little
Some
better.
of those shows
Let me put it
look
to you this
like
way. It
good, and
doesn't-
some of them
we
had a
can
little bit
discuss
of
this when you
cheese
see
to
it.
them.
But we can discuss when you see it. Once you see it, it doesn't move the Filoni verse story that far.
Mm.
I mean, this stuff happens, but it's not like, oh, now we know this. You know.
Well, they made Favreau take all that out.
Okay,
For
but even
what
still, I
reason?
mean, there's a couple
I
little
don't know
things
why,
that you
but-
could go, okay, this, but
Even Favreau was quoted as saying, I'm not quite sure why they wanted to make a movie about this. So, I mean, I like Star Wars, so I'm excited to go see it. I'm not expecting anything huge from it. I'm just expecting just to have some fun, see some Star Wars. Is there anything in there that'll make you excited for anything in the future?
Yeah. I mean, just I don't know, like it depends on where they bring the story, but there's stuff in there that, like,
Yeah, there's a
that's like
couple
very
little things.
Star Wars, and you're gonna be like happy with it.
there's a couple of little things you're like, oh, okay, I can see what you're doing here. But like I said, there's nothing like, oh, okay, this sets up for them to do this. I didn't see that at all. But maybe I missed that.
Okay. All right. Well, what else we got here?
Obsession number 2, 28,200,000. What is this?
What's
After breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush's heart, our hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price.
Okay.
Got my
Mike-
attention. Got my
Mike-
attention.
Michael coming in at number 3, 25,700,000.
What's that?
Michael's
made so
doing good, 788 million
People
worldwide.
love this movie like
Okay.
saffron
All right.
and the rice. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait till it comes on digital.
Devil Wears Prada, number 2, bringing in 16,500,000. That's a 608 million worldwide right there.
Jeez, that's a lot of money for that movie.
That's a Devil Wears Prada 3.
That's a huge profit margin right there.
Number 5, The Sheep
Yeah.
Detectives, bringing in 12,382,000. 76 million worldwide.
Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing with that Mandalorian movie. It was only 165 to make.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's
Yeah.
New this week at number 6 is going to be Passenger, bringing in 10,500,000. After a young couple witnessed a gruesome highway accident, they soon realized they did not leave the crash scene alone, as a demonic presence called the Passenger won't stop until it claims them both.
Nope. Thanks.
Okay.
Brings in 15 million worldwide.
All right.
Number 7, Mortal Kombat 2 brings in another 7,905,000.
Has anybody seen that?
No.
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 Everyone I know who has seen it said they very much enjoyed it. So now I have an ounce of a reason to go see it.
120 million worldwide. Number 8, I Love Boosters, 4,565,000. I Love Boosters, a group of shoplifters take aim at a cutthroat fashion maven by stealing her clothes and reselling them at a lower price. What they call fashion forward philanthropy.
Okay.
Or theft.
All right. That looks like it might have like a little bit of a cast. It might be fun. But that's like definitely a streaming movie. Super Mario Galaxy the movie comes in at number 9, 4,050,000, bringing its total to 980 million.
Didn't we see this?
Like I said, it went like we saw it crash into the billion, but it didn't really make it. I had questions.
Didn't we see a thing where it did go over $1 billion?
No.
Yeah,
There was
we
a,
talked about it. We thought that if they kept it in the summer for another month or two, it would go over. So I think it was like 974, something like that last week.
Listen, it's a 3-day weekend. It ain't over.
It's not making 15 or 20 this weekend, Phil.
I mean, I don't know, Cliff, but like, you know, I think
It's
you
not.
don't
Let's
know.
stop.
You don't know. It's a
With
3-day
Star
weekend
Wars
here,
and
Canada,
it's not
United
making
Kingdom.
20 when everybody's
It's
basically
not- it's
seeing
not.
I'm
it.
just saying. Listen,
And
we don't live
it's
in a
available
world where
digitally.
rational things happen anymore.
And it's available
We don't live in a
digitally, so
rational
nobody's
world
gonna-
anymore.
It's available
Anything
digitally,
happen,
so it's
almost literally.
It's over.
it's
When
over, Cliff.
It's over.
number 10, making 3,467,000 is going to be Project Hail Mary. 10 weeks in the top 10 right there. And
Not
it
bad.
brings its total up to 675 million.
Not bad.
And Is God Is comes in at number 11, making 1,100,000.
What is that?
From Amazon. Two sisters embark on an epic quest for revenge, confronting a
Oh, I know
large
what that
family
is.
history that will push them to extraordinary lengths.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Top Gun Maverick makes 170,000. Shrek makes 96,000. And John Lilly and the Earth Coincidence Control Office makes $449 at the bottom of the list.
Shout out to the John Lilly.
Yeah.
All right, so
That is your domestic box office for Memorial Day weekend on the estimated for the holiday weekend. 102 for what do you think? Now, is Disney happy with this number?
no.
No. Okay.
They're gonna say they are.
Okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't think
They'll
they're
never say we're not happy with it because no studio ever does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would think they wanted a little bit more. Star Wars is just not. It's their own fault, and it will lead me into the next question that we're going to talk about for a little bit. It's their own fault. They haven't taken care of the Star Wars brand, which is a classic brand. I remember I told you guys I talked to them last week about something afterwards, and I said I was going to bring it up this week. And the 50th anniversary of Star Wars is coming up, and a lot of things are getting changed. And I saw a lot of rumors, so I went down some rabbit holes, and I was seeing what people were saying. And you guys let me know what you think about this. But the rumor is that Dave Filoni wants to make George Lucas's vision come back more in line with Star Wars, and all these things like Mandalorian being changed, Ahsoka season 2 being delayed, all these things are happening because things are changing, because now they want to make Luke, Han, and Leia the main focus of Star Wars.
That's the biggest mistake right there.
That is a bad idea. You kind of wrapped up their story.
Everything else, every other word out of your mouth was okay. But to make it about that family, that has to end. Because these people, the actors are not immortal. All right? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
And if you want it to always be a Skywalker story, give us a new Skywalker. That isn't right. Find something in their bloodline.
All right. Well, here's the rest of it. There's also the rumor that they want to bring Anakin Skywalker back to life.
Nope.
Make him the. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Mortis gods and the father and the son and the daughter. They want to bring him back to make him the father. And the Starfighter movie that's coming out with, what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
No, the guy that's in Project Hail Mary.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Secretly, he is a Skywalker.
Whatever.
I would still forgive that.
That's better than bringing back Anakin.
No, everything else. No, everything else is terrible. There was a whole.
I was gonna say there's a lot there that is like clearly speculation. That I don't think they're gonna do.
There's this really nice chunk of get Star Wars back in line with George's vision. I love that. Then let's make it about Luke, Han, and Leia. I hate that. That was trash. Then moving forward, I'm like, this is a nightmare. Then maybe this dude is a Skywalker. Okay, now we're talking. Let's get some Skywalker. If you want to do, it's about Skywalker legacy. If you want to follow that, I can handle that. I can support you in that. But all this excessive madness on the fringe madness, no. You want to give me a series with younger Anakin for whatever reason to fill in some further gaps, I can support you. You want to bring him back from the dead for some reason? Listen, Hayden Christensen, I love you like I love butter in my rice some days, but I want to support you. But no, not like this.
Well, that would be the reason why we didn't see him in the sequel trilogy, because he's portraying the father figure of Mortis, so he wouldn't get involved with anything.
And
like
that's the other thing too. That stuff, all that stuff you're talking about is great for people who like to read novels and stuff. For the moviegoer, no Star Wars fan wants to go and have some wild ripped off Christian allegory Star Wars. No one is here for it. No one wants that. Okay, we want epic stories in space, good versus evil. Sure, family legacy hanging in the balance. Okay, blowing up shits for nearly unstoppable evil villains. Like, can we get back? Let's get back to the goodness. All right?
What would you feel? How would you feel if who Ryan Gosling is playing? Because this is the reason why Mara Jade, they refuse to let anybody bring Mara Jade in. That he is the secret child of Luke and Mara Jade that never got talked about.
Accept that, because I have always loved Mara Jade in the books, and introducing her is not this wild, unheard of, terrible fakakta thing. Everything else sounds really fakakta. It's like, oh, Luke fell in love once. I can handle that. Let's tell a little story where that took place. I can handle that. She gave birth to a star-fighting freaking Jedi boy. I can handle that, okay? Everything else, Anakin back from the dead, the father, the son, the daughter, all that crap, no.
Not
don't
for
need it.
nothing, too. But this idea that, we're bringing back to Lucas's original vision, and I love George Lucas, don't get me wrong. So bear with me when I say this, but if you watched any of the documentaries about the making of those movies, if it's not for his editor and a few other things, those movies are not what they are, because he wanted to do some wildly stupid things that they went, I don't know if you want to do that, George. And she's like, all right, we won't.
Yeah. But
The first one is not a
think-
movie without his wife editing it. Let's
Yeah,
just put
the
it that
first one, the first wife, God bless her. She made that movie phenomenal. But my point being that wanting to like take it back to his vision versus this, it depends on what you mean by the word vision. Like the overall scope of view of Star Wars is about family and legacy for him. Okay, I can handle that. You know, I don't know about all this other stuff. In fact, many times I heard he didn't even like Mara Jade. You know, and I'm like, but you signed off on it. You signed off on all that stuff when it belonged to you.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
it's easy when you get making money off of it.
According to him, it wasn't canon when they wrote all that stuff. It was
Yeah,
just
but
he
that's-
let them just go
yes.
play.
Because back then, he was like, it's all canon. But even still, I believe in Filoni because when the original trilogy just sucked to me, what rescued the original trilogy for me was Filoni's Clone Wars.
Well, then you have a problem then
Theory.
because this is Filoni's idea.
But again, if I have belief that some of these things may have come out of his mouth and some of them may not have. And so I'm hoping for the best.
So you're
I'm
believing the things that you like came out of his mouth, but the ones you don't like didn't come out of his mouth. That's
I want to believe. No, that's what I want to believe. That's what I want to
You got
believe.
to be consistent.
Right. Well, no.
Um,
Listen, it's really difficult. His
It's
product,
not difficult.
the
You either
things
believe it or you
product,
don't.
things are. Why is it not difficult? He's produced
It's
very
not
good product
difficult.
that I believe
If
in.
you want to believe the stuff you like, but not believe the stuff you don't like, you're not being
Well,
consistent.
what's next on the thing for Star Wars now that Mandalorian's out? What is the next?
well, it's Dave Filoni's finishing his universe and an Heir to the Empire trilogy, which would star Han, Luke, and Leia.
But they're
That might be a bad idea at this point.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, because they would have to do CGI de-aging, like how they did with Luke
yeah,
and,
like
and all that. They would
Yeah,
have
that
to do
was-
all that.
that was.
Or
yeah,
they
that
bring
was-
back what's his face as Han Solo, which I don't have a problem with.
I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good Han Solo. So, the Leia one would be a little tough because they would have to use her daughter, but then they would have to CGI her face on there.
Or you don't use her daughter, you find an actress that looks sort of like
And
her.
and here comes the question of AI. Listen,
No,
I've been watching these AI Star. Have you been watching these AI Star Wars videos?
no.
I hate
No.
everything.
They-
I hate 99
Listen.
Yeah,
I hate it too, but my God, does it look real? It looks, from an artistic point of view, it looks phenomenal. It looks great. Like I've never seen anything like this. Like
Nope.
the only thing that's off is kind of the voice work. The voice work is off in these AI videos, but as far as the visual, oh, jeez, these guys are doing some better stuff than Disney's doing, in my opinion. But yeah, what are some? I see some comments up here. Heroes for Hire. I'm suffering from fatigue of people complaining about Star Wars.
There you go.
I think I'm also suffering from that, my friend.
And none of us complained about the movie. Like we agreed.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked
the
it a
movie.
lot. Like,
Yeah.
I think by like the third act, it's kind of firing on its like cylinders again. Like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is, like
Yeah.
you got your-
Mr. Spock says just play with space time like Star Trek. I don't know if I would want that. Joe says that would be complete BS. Hero says everything you mentioned seems like wild speculation to me. It is wild.
It
is very wild.
Very wild speculation.
He also says I want a Darth Vader series and a Dr. Aphra series of the movie. Darth Vader series? Oh my God! You have the comic book.
Yeah, but
Going off the
we've
comic
seen, they
book?
don't use the comic books. So
I know, but you have it right there. The Darth Vader comic book was phenomenal. phenomenal.
Before it was better. The Dark Horse ones were better.
But they didn't have a Darth Vader
They had
series.
several Darth Vader miniseries.
Little minis, but they didn't have a full like series with Darth Vader. The Marvel ones
Right,
had
but the
full
minis were
series.
all like 4 or 5 issues a piece, and there's about 4 or 5 of them.
I'm down with bringing back Ray. To be honest, might be on pop-up. Ray is coming back. I hope you guys know that. Ray is coming back. They're not gonna just abandon what they've done already. I know a lot of people like they're gonna retcon the sequel. That's not happening. Ray is coming back. Finn is coming back. Boyega's coming back.
Boyega said he didn't want to come back.
No, he already said if the story's right, he'll come back. And Dameron said he'd come back as well.
Well, what's he
yeah. Just go into the books they've made, Legends. Yeah, those books are great. All the actors in the OG trilogy are either dead or old. No way they are coming back, and there will probably be no introduced in Mara Jade. Listen, they did Luke Skywalker.
Didn't look good.
I thought it looked okay. I didn't think it was horrible.
I didn't think it was good.
More Yoda. Well, you got Grogu. So I don't think they even know what they want to do with Grogu, honestly.
Listen, I think we're honest to God. How long ago did I say they should just do a 2-3 year break on everything? You know, like, because really that's what's needed. Just break everything. There was no recovery time for people from when we hit the wall. You know, and that wall is all things that Disney has purchased.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, let's.
Was pretty good.
Andor was pretty good.
Give me more Andor. Whoever's doing Andor, give me more of that.
All right, Phil. Let's spin for a duck, and then I'm gonna do some announcements, and then we'll spin for another duck.
All right.
Yeah.
Entire screen and spin for a duck. We have live action Gollum is better. And I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw.
Round and round it goes.
Look at that. Somebody got in right at the last minute.
Where it lands, no one knows. But if it lands on your name, you'll get a ticket to tomorrow's really big show. John Koo. John Koo, you're in there. Make sure you are subscribed, John Koo 5491. Our giveaway is tomorrow. Congratulations. What is the next duck, Phil?
This is for me, LOTR 78.
All right.
That's the easy one.
Cliff, can you have Instagram ready to show the shows, and I'll let you know when you're ready to go. Lord of the Rings 78. That is at the bottom. Let me do some announcements. All right. All right, where are we at here? Boom. There's that. Young at Heart Foundation is a great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. They do great things for patients awaiting medical procedures out there. 2 ways that you can help this organization. Go to youngatheartfoundation.com, scroll down, and click this register to become a donor button for Donate at Life America, because more than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant, and you can help by registering as an organ donor today. Second way to help is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They'll take all the funds together and create great gift boxes for those patients. If there's anything else you want to, any other way you want to help the organization, you're going to give Mike a call at 323-396-9998. That's 323-396-9998. Or email them at youngatheartfoundation.com. Tell them the council sent you. Oh, man. Let me take this off first, and then, because there's a council chat there. I don't want nobody to see that. All right, and then boom, Alternaverse. This is our home away from home. It's located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue in Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our good friend Anthony, and Anthony has a special for you guys out there that are having trouble every week getting your comic books. Comic shops are closing. It's getting tougher and tougher for people to get their books from week to week. But Anthony has a special for you guys if you're having that trouble. He will take your pull list, bag and board all your books at no extra cost, and take 10% off that order and ship it out to you. If this is something that you want to do, you're going to give Anthony a call at 845-233-4234. That's 845-233-4234, or email him at alternaverse2@aol.com. Let them know the council sent you. They got comics, cards, and toys, and they do card tournaments almost every weekend. Lorcana, Pokemon, Magic. Get in touch with Anthony, and he will give you the schedule for that. And Clifford will give you the Sunday lineup.
Yes, today's Sunday lineup began at 10 a.m. with comics and creators. I had Denny Fink on this morning. We talked about his work on Daria and Venture Brothers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Lower Decks, and more, plus a little history on his own comic book collecting experience. He will be at Mid-Hudson Comic Con on August 1st and 2nd. Please check that out. At 10:45, it's Comic Book Church with Bleecker Street Comics. That was a great little show. You are supposed to be watching the Council of Comics right now. At 5 o'clock. At 5:30, you can join Still 35C as he covers Super Spider-Man and Captain Britain on his Merry Monday Mail Call show, because, of course, it's Monday morning when he goes live. He's going to talk about all the adventures of Spider-Man and Captain Britain as they migrated the character from the UK to the US and back again. We're covering Lord of the Rings tonight, so please check that out. And hey, try to win some ducks, because, we're ramping up. And then next month is episode 200 of New Keys and Hot Comics, and we will have a very special giveaway. At 6 p.m., you can join Matt at Heroes for Hire Club with the Sunday Superstro Extravaganza while they do the new Comic Book Day preview show. At 7 p.m., you can go join Katie over at Kicking It with K-Pop, and they're going to cover Monstrel tonight. At 7 p.m., you can also join I Have Comic Issues for Comic Channel Origins. I actually do not know if it's pre-recorded or not, because typos have happened. Nerdy Geek Comics is his guest this evening. Please go check that out. And at 8:30, Mark at Legion of Comics and Sector 2815 and possibly Burke's Family all show up to talk about these things at week's end. Some Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Green Arrow, I Haven't Slept Well, The Mandalorian and Grogu, and more. And then possibly at 9 p.m., maybe Black Crown Comics will have a show. I don't know. Everybody's life is crazy anymore. Who am I to judge? And that is your Sunday. That's your Sunday lineup, everybody.
Thank you, Clifford. Phil, let's do a quick spin for this deck so we can put up another one.
I'm going to add it right now. This is going to be LOTR 78. Look at that. You got 4 entries. So I will give you 5 entries. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw.
Who's going to get it? Mr. Spock, congratulations. You're in there. Oh, and Phil, since that little incident, I lost the ducks from Thursday. I'm gonna need you to resend them to me. I don't know if you remember who got ducks for that show, but when you get a chance, it doesn't have to be right now.
No, that was gonna be a good question. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get the invite into the chat again. That's all.
All right.
All right.
I will do that now. Yeah, let's get the next duck up there.
All right, next duck is gonna be One Ring.
Oh, One Ring. To rule them all. Oh, I didn't put it up there as a banner. Hold on. Let me put it up there. One ring to rule them all. All right. There it is at the bottom. One Ring? Put that in the comment section. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show. We're going to go into our movie of the week. It's Phil's last movie in his 1978 trilogy.
Yeah.
And that movie is The Lord of the Rings, the animated. It's the Fellowship of the Ring embark on a journey to destroy the One Ring and end Sauron's reign over Middle Earth. This came out in 1978. It's directed by Ralph Bakshi, written by Chris Conklin, Peter S. Beagle, and J.R.R. Tolkien, and stars Christopher Goward, William Squire, and Michael Scholes. And Phil, since this is your movie, we will let you get first say.
I'll give first say. All right, so it is 1978, and I actually picked this Lord of the Rings because this was really the Lord of the Rings that like I grew up with.
Oh,
Like
is that right?
I was already like an adult by the time that Peter Jackson's movies came out and stuff. So like from like the 1978 on, it was really like this cartoon, the Hobbit cartoon, and the Return of the King cartoon. So, but this one, like I especially always liked, and Ralph Bakshi, I'll give credit. And one of the things I'll say about it is, like Ralph Bakshi was like an adult animator in a time when there was no such thing as adult animation. And so, like he had that idea back in the 70s. It wasn't until like the late 90s, 2000, that it started to like catch on a bit. So one of the things I like about this movie is, and especially as a kid, is no cartoon looked like Lord of the Rings. So like this had like a unique look to it. That I kind of like. I even to today, like I think it looks like it looks unique enough. Like, and it's experimental. Like he's also like an experimental animation director.
Is it like human figures and they draw over them? Because that's what it feels like.
That's yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I would love to see the original like film.
I would love to see the costumes that the orcs were wearing before they did the little filter over the top of them.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. Because they look like garbage, but when you filter it, it looks all right.
Yeah. That it like I like it. What question I had? Did the Hobbit cartoon come out before this or after this?
I think it's after.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Give
me a second. I'll look that up. So I'll look that up in like a second.
Yeah.
I like the look of this. Like surprising as a kid. I like that it's not dumbed down for a kid. Like this cartoon had blood in it.
Hobbit came out first.
Hobbit came out first.
77.
Okay. So they just went straight from that into this then. If that's the case, 77 to 78.
Yeah.
Well, but the cartoon is not a Bakshi.
Oh, Bakshi didn't do the Hobbit?
He might have helped out with it, but it's fully like that one's fully drawn, whereas this is rotoscoped.
Okay.
Right, and then Return of the King goes back to Bass and Rankin, and it's fully drawn, and basically only happened because they were already kind of buddies, and it's like, hey, we want to tie this story up.
Right.
It was fun watching it and mentally comparing it to the movies. It was fun doing that because, of course, they speed through this. But
this is like 2 books into like a 2-hour and 12-minute movie,
but like when they gave Frodo the ring, what does it say? 17 years?
Oh, you wrote the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of years, maybe they'll forget. A lot of years went by, and in the movie, it's an immediate thing. In the movie, it's immediate because they give Frodo the ring, and then
no, because in the other one, if you remember, and much like in this and in the book, Gandalf says, "I'm going to come back. I'll meet you at whatever, but I'm going to come back." So he doesn't leave like the next day, and even if he did, it would take him a while.
Oh no, he comes back. I'm talking about before he comes back. There's
No,
like a 17-year period.
the modern movies do not get into details about time.
Right.
Mhm.
And also all the characters that we deal with in the story all have birthright or gimmicks to not aging. So 17 years passes, and because you're a hobbit, because you're an elf, or because you're a human who has semi-immortality, no one's really aging.
Right.
That was a cool like animated sequence because it like goes through those 17 years real quick in the Shire. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
they show
Yeah.
like the different
Yeah.
seasons real quick
Yeah.
there.
And I tell how the movie emphasized more things because I was like, oh, I want to see the scene where Gandalf is like, when he gets mad and he gets real big for against Bilbo, and he's like, "Don't you dare!" I was like, "Oh, they didn't do that. It didn't have that oomph in that." I did not like Gollum in this. Maybe because I'm spoiled by the movie, but Gollum seems like I don't know, his voice just didn't change. It seemed like a regular Hobbit. It didn't, you know what I mean? Like he looked creepy, but it didn't do it for me.
I think mine. I wasn't a big Sam fan just because I felt like they dumbed Sam down to a little bit of a bumbling idiot.
He looks weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Did you notice there was I mean, here's the thing. It's rotoscope, right? So like, and obviously they're not going fine tooth comb because it's rotoscope. But did you know there's a couple mistakes? Did you notice right after Boromir dies, he's laying on the ground and I can't, or Aragorn says something to him, but his mustache is growing out of his nostril.
Ha!
No.
Yeah. I'm like, oops,
No.
yeah, that was a mistake.
I like
I
that
mean, did you
scene
see
too.
that?
It's not like I've
They
not
also left
known. It's not like I haven't known some hairy ass man who've had mustache growing partly from their nostril.
Well, no, it's literally like you could see, like the mustache goes like this, but it literally starts in his nostrils, coming out. It's wild. Did you see the other mistake? And I've seen this before, but I was looking for it specifically. It's the when they're running at one point to catch up with the orcs, and the whole thing's rotoscoped, right? Aragorn trips over his sword, and they leave it in.
Yeah.
It's drawn over, like they rotoscope over him tripping over the sword, and he hits the ground. It's really kind of funny.
I thought Aragorn, William Hurt, I thought kind of gets like the voice actor of like the movie. Like I think he does the best job as like a voice actor for the character.
And what's his face in the animated? I couldn't remember. The leader of the elves, was he in there?
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Maybe I turned away.
His eyes are all weird and yeah.
That's Elrond.
Oh, you're
Elrond, yeah.
Elrond.
Elrond.
Yeah, no, yeah, you see Elrond.
Yeah,
When
see
It's
Elrond.
not, yeah, that was a weird part. Legolas's eyes are like cross-eyed.
Yeah. No, you see Elrond for about 12 seconds they're not in Rivendell very long.
So they don't show him a lot. That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, they
as
show
much
it,
as,
but it's
it's not a lot.
and we're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the part where they're in the woods and they meet Galadriel. Right? It's Galadriel?
Galadriel, yep.
Yep. And he's like, "You take the ring." And she's like, "Oh, ho, ho, ho. Imagine that." The queen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that scene plays out strongly no matter whose version you are watching or listening to.
Except for she gets over it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The guy passed the test. I'm like, you didn't even take a breath there. You just passed the
They
test.
emphasize in the live action a little more her like darkness for it, but this one she's just like,
I mean, even Gandalf is a little more in this one than she is.
Yeah. What else? What else do you guys enjoy about this?
Let me
I'll
see.
say this. Oh, maybe I'll save it for my final review. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. The soundtrack. I enjoyed the
I
music
did like that.
of this.
Mhm.
Like this music is like you're going on an adventure, like just on the sound. And I felt like there are times where, all right, this movie goes from looking like really great at some parts to like really bad at others. And there's times where I'm like, the soundtrack right here is pulling this movie along at times.
So, like when they're doing the songs, I'm guessing they made how they were supposed to be from these movies, right? Because you don't get it from the. I'm sure in the books they say, "Oh, they sang a song."
No,
Yeah,
in the
but-
book,
and
there
you
are
read the
full
soul
songs in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
book.
With the
You
music
read the whole
notes and
song.
all that.
Not with the
Yeah.
music notes.
That's
but
what I mean.
wait, because Tolkien and his son had gone a few rodeos with this, so I know somewhere his son at this, well, I don't know his estate at this point in time, but back then I know they had ideas of what the song should sound like, and also they did the same thing when they did the BBC Lord of the Rings radio series, you know.
Mhm.
Which, if you think this is something, listening to that is wild. What that might be the best Lord of the Rings ever. Like, take all that audio and like make an anime with it, and that would probably knock people's socks right off.
Yeah.
But yeah, like because the songs, you know, show up again and again, and they always sound familiar.
Yeah.
The songs are definitely
What-
long.
And what about Sauron? He wasn't really in this.
Well, yeah.
Just like
Like,
mentioned,
in the beginning, when
really
they
in the
cut
book
his when they
either,
cut his
to be
hand, you
fair.
know. Oh, he wasn't
It's
really.
all
in the
about his
book.
presence. You never
His
see
presence.
him.
Okay.
Right. And that's what actually makes him a great villain. The fact that his threat is so overpowering. Not that it's just that he's just there.
I did like when Sauron trapped Gandalf in that space, whatever that cosmos thing.
that cosmic thing,
Yeah. But apparently the owls or whatever the eagles can go through that
Mhm.
or something. But I liked how it looked. It was very, very good. And then it's just very condensed. It's very condensed.
very like, you know, I thought like, you know what, the Fellowship kind of goes pretty like smoothly getting through the first book, and when we get into that second book, they start explaining stuff like right out pretty quick and pretty rapid at you, like
Yeah. What else? The orcs, like Krishika said, they're pretty creepy. I thought the race were pretty creepy as
Yeah.
well. That was done pretty well. Just like the whole facial expressions. Like, look at this, like what I have on the screen right there. And he's like, "What, me?"
yeah.
Like it just looks very like real. You know what I mean? And just like his whole
It's rotoscoped.
his whole thing with like every time he's like with the ring, like remember that first time when that first Wraith Rider came up and he's like, "Oh, should I put the ring on? Should I put the ring on?" Like he's like fighting it the whole time. And I think in this one he fights more to give up the ring than he does in the movies. I think he's always looking for a way to like, you take the ring. Then you take the ring. Because he did it to Aragon, right? Like, you take the ring. And he did it to Galadriel. You take the ring. And you take the Gandalf.
That's in the books.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The movie didn't emphasize that too much. Yeah. All right. Anything else before we get into the questions?
Oh, anything I don't think too much. I think we kind of covered it pretty well.
Okay. Very, very nice.
I do
All
remember
right.
watching this
It
as a
is
kid, now you say that.
golden ticket time, ladies and gentlemen. Green Shirt Guy's going to ask 3 questions for you guys out there in the audience. First person to put the right answer in the comments section will get a golden ticket, and you can use that golden ticket to have a duck in any subscriber giveaway as long as we are on the air. So, Green Shirt Guy, what is your first question?
All right, so not as many questions again this week because I was just watching this movie, and it's hard to do ones that aren't because this does follow the books really closely, so it's hard to do ones that aren't, if you haven't read the books or seen the movies, you already know. All right, Phil, let you pick first. My 3 categories were surprise, endings, and names.
Let's go with names.
Names. What do they call the evil wizard in Isengard?
Oh,
Oh.
and it's. I think there's
What
2. 'cause
do
they-
they call
don't-
the evil wizard in I spell Isengard.
Isengard.
Okay. What do they call the evil wizard in Isengard? Guys out there, I'm gonna give you 15 seconds. Space Case Collectible Sauron.
No. You would think, but no.
Sauron.
Nope.
Mr. Spock says the Wizard of Oz.
No.
Joe says Auruman.
That is correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe got it. Good job, Joe. Auruman is it. All right. Next question.
Who wants to pick next?
I'll pick. Go ahead.
All right, your choices are endings or surprise.
Surprise.
All right, surprise. How many wraiths attack the hobbits in Bree?
How many race?
When you see them actually attacking the hobbits.
Attack the hobbits and Re.
That's a pretty cool part.
Is it R-I-E? Re?
No, B-R-E-E.
B-R-E.
I-E is the cheese.
Oh, that's not spelled right. Okay. How many wraiths attack the hobbits in Bree? Space Case says 4.
Nope.
Toffrey says 9.
Nope.
Mr. Spock says 200.
No.
Hoffrey says 5.
It's 5.
Hoffrey Castro, you won yourself a golden ticket, my friend. Very, very good. You guys are on point today. Excellent. Excellent.
That's devastating. 5 of the 9 ring wraiths are coming for you. You in trouble. You in danger.
Right. Well, that's it. And then that means that the other 4 are looking for something else, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And last question.
All right. The last one is who is credited first at the end of the movie?
Who is credited first at the end of the movie? Who is credited first at the end of the movie? Okay, 15 seconds.
Yeah, they kept saying Aruman. I'm like, who the heck is Aruman?
Mr. Spock says Dabo.
No.
No. 14, 13, 12. Spock says Jackson.
No.
No. Space Case says Peter Jackson as well. No. 13, 12. Alan Howard.
No.
No. Koo said Alan Howard as well. 12, 11. Christopher Guard, says Joe.
No.
No. Space Case says Tolkien.
No.
Hoffrey says Fran Walsh.
No.
I have comic issues, says Ralph Bakshi.
That is correct.
I have comic issues. Okay.
Oh,
We had 3 different golden ticket winners today, ladies and gentlemen. We always love that when that happens. I have comic issues. Make sure you get Green Shirt Guy's information. Message him on Instagram. It will be under his name. And he will send you a golden ticket. All right, Green Shirt Guy, you got any fun ones or no?
I only had 3 this. Well, I had one, but you ruined it. Was how many years before Gandalf returns to see Frodo?
Oh, okay. 17.
17.
All right, so let's get into the numbers, shall we? We will start with you, Green Shirt Guy.
So I love Lord of the Rings. I always have. I grew up. It was like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars were kind of the 2 big fantasy, fiction properties, if you will, that I grew up on. Both of them handed down to me from, well, maybe not Star Wars, but definitely Lord of the Rings handed down to me from my father. I remember watching this growing up. It's been a bunch of years. I own it. I don't watch it very often. And watching this, I'm like, oh, okay, I see why. It fairly faithful to the books in many respects. There's some weird things that they do. You're right, Phil. It looks completely different than anything we've ever seen because it's a lot of it's rotoscoped. That's fine. I think this would be better served as a radio play because if you're not watching the visuals, the dialogue's great.
Mm-hmm.
Soundtrack's good. I don't know. Like I want to like it more than I did. There's some things that just bothered me throughout the whole thing. I don't know. So I'm going to give it 5.5, 5.5.
5.5. Okay. Clifford?
There's a lot of it that just feels rushed and incomplete, and also having actually heard the phenomenal radio series is not helping. Is not helping the situation. I'm giving it a 7. I'm giving it an overall 7. I wish pacing didn't have such a big effect on it, and then of course the way it's just you're kind of left hanging. But 7 it is.
7. I will also give it a 7. I enjoyed the rotoscope. I thought that was very creative. The voice, like the dialogue, like Green Shirt Guy says, is pretty great. Cliff, I give Cliff credit too, is rushed. I think almost if they would have done Fellowship, Towers, and Return of the King all like this, they would have been able to flesh it out a little more and it would have been a little better. But of course, it's 1978. They don't know. This is new for them. So they didn't know where it was going. But I'll give it.
They also didn't think they were going to be able to make this movie at all. So
yeah.
Like, well, let's get as much in as we can.
Yeah. So for what they did and what time they have and all that, I'm going to give it a 7. I thought it was a very, very good effort. And Phil?
I am also, I'm going to go actually one higher. I'm going to give this an 8. Because I do enjoy this movie for what it is. I do it's rotoscoped and nothing looked like it before. And everything like you said, Sam, like this had a budget of like $4 to $8 million that they made it, and for it to come out as good as it did on that budget, and even in like $1978 is like amazing.
Yeah.
It being like I said, even like kids could watch this, but it is not dumbed down for kids. No. Like there's like the fighting in this was kind of like real. Like it was like all right, I could get behind this. I kind of think it like this kind of showed like what a fantasy kind of cartoon kind of could look like and should feel like, and like an epic at that. Like 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's pretty fun. So yeah, there is a better Lord of the Rings. It came out like 24 years later and had a much higher budget.
Yeah.
I will say this though,
but don't sleep on this. It is worth checking out.
Yeah.
The Peter Jackson version heavily uses some visuals from this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I've seen that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot taken from this.
I mean, I'm okay with it because he took the visuals from this and elevated them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I kind of think like a lot of these things, like I wonder, like Ralph actually doesn't have a thing to go on, so he got to like create what a thing.
Yeah. So he's kind of responsible for what we've seen in the movies.
I also because Green Shirt Guy had the Blu-ray that he watched. I also watched the Blu-ray version.
It looked good.
It looks like really good. Even some of the backgrounds like kind of popped better because this was like my first time seeing it in like a widescreen, not on a box TV. So yeah, some of the background art looked and sound looked great. Like kind of popped for me.
This even made me feel they'll probably never do this, but if they were to ever do an animated Lord of the Rings, like the full books, everything, you know what I mean? I think it would be a great thing because then they could flesh out a lot of stuff, not movies, but like a show, you know what I mean? And they did like season after season, maybe 3 seasons per book or something like that, and they end up doing like 9 seasons of a very nice animated Lord of the Rings and fleshed it. I think it would look phenomenal. I think it would be great. But that's me. All right,
I think they need to stop going back to. I think just leave it alone at this point.
Just leave it alone.
I also, I didn't love the way Aragorn was depicted. I was like, it just didn't do it for me. Also, did you notice that both him and Boromir weren't wearing pants?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
So that gives it an 6.8 from the council. That's
All right.
0.6 above the IMDb. That's also minus C-Bizzle score. So it could have been a little bit higher.
You know, Green Shirt Guy, did you ever watch the War of what was it called?
The Rohirrim.
Yeah.
I watched about half of. Honestly, it's on me. I need to go back and rewatch it. I started watching it at a bad time and I fell asleep watching it. Not because it was I
Not
wasn't
because you
enjoying
thought
what
it
I
was
watched, more just because I started at like 11 o'clock at night and I was tired.
Because it looks very well done, but I just don't know like if that's as far as it gets. It looks great, and then it just kind of sucks.
It's very anime style driven, which is fine, I guess. Like I said, I got about halfway through the story. I don't want to give anything. I'll let you watch it.
Well,
It's
I watched
okay,
it.
and like I said, I fell asleep during it.
Yeah, I watched it also. You know, it is okay. There's just nothing in there that like, or there's not enough in there that says like, this takes place in Middle Earth as opposed to like this could be in Westeros.
Or
I could
or
change it.
any
So-
fantasy epic world.
Yeah, and there's only like a few spots, and I was like, you know, you could change this, and it could just take place in any epic fantasy world.
Right.
All right. Well, that's the Lord of the Rings, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of Phil's trilogy. We had a great trilogy. We had
1970s.
Superman. We had
Released in the
Superman the
70s.
movie. We had the 36 Chambers of Shaolin
Yes.
and the Lord of the Rings. A great 1978 trilogy. Thank you, Phil. Let us know in the comments what you thought about that. Next,
Hold on, before
up.
you put mine up, can I say something?
Yeah,
There are a lot of great movies that come out in 1987.
there is.
So me whittling it down to 3 was very, very difficult. And I went from, do I do 3 movies I've never seen? Because there are movies in the 80s I've never seen. Or do I go through 3 movies that I love? And so, yeah. I chose 3 that I think we're all going to enjoy, but it was difficult to pick 3.
All right. First movie out of Green Shirt Guy's 1987 trilogy is The Princess Bride. Love this movie.
Good movie.
Oh, it's such a great
Did
movie.
we
I can't-
do this before?
No, I don't think we
No.
did.
Oh my god, I'm having such.
I thought that too. I had to look back to make sure.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
I've watched this movie more times in my adult life than I ever did as a kid.
Yeah, I think you're. I
Because
probably
this
agree.
movie is more fresh in my mind now.
Yeah.
And I
So
quote this movie.
there's so many good quotes in this movie. So many. So we'll have fun storming the castle next week, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. 5 p.m., 2 p.m.
No,
Pacific.
no.
It's a great movie. I can't wait to watch it. I want to watch it with Kamaria too. So that'll be fun. All right. That's next Sunday, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you tune in. Tomorrow night is New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. We're doing our giveaway, membership and subscriber. We're also going over all the new books and keys that are coming out. We got Infernal Hulk coming out. We got Corpse Night coming out. We were all pretty happy about the first issue of that. Hush is finishing up, ladies and
Or
gentlemen.
if it comes out,
Wait, is this like I thought we were like there were still a couple issues to Hush. Or is this
I
just
heard it was the
finishing
final one. I heard it was the final one.
up?
That's
Okay.
what I heard.
I mean, it needs to just finish up.
Yeah, it does need to just finish up. Because look at what are they doing? It's 163. We'll talk about this
we're
tomorrow.
already in the
But
new
they're
Batman
into
arc.
issue number 7 of the other Batman. So like, what are we doing here number wise? But anyway, that's done. Void Rivals is finishing up their Quintesson War. That's gonna be pretty good. And then Superman, one of my favorite new DC books. Very, very good. That's coming out as well. 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in. We are giving away our giveaways tomorrow. So yeah, that's tomorrow night. On Wednesday is episode 54 of the Council of Comics Live, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll put the link in the chat. You guys can come join us as long as you keep your camera on. Don't get too spicy. We'll do some trivia, FOC, and shakers. It's fun, fun, fun. Come join us. That's Wednesday, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. On Thursday is Benny's Signatures and Commissions, episode number 6. You got some signatures from Jonathan Uribe, Raymond Gay, Ryan Brown, Chris Condon, Michael Tivy, and Jeffrey Allen Love. So tune into that on Thursday. Hit your notifications for that as well. On Saturday was Retro Play. This dropped. Josh's Retro Play brought in some Skeletor figures. You know, got the He-Man movie coming up. So we went over some of the Skeletor figures, how their differences and stuff like that. So he also bought like a new one. And he unboxed it. So very, very nice. Go check that out on the channel. Also up is New Comic Book Day 170. Me and Joey going over some nice little books we got, plus going over all the new books of the week. That was fun. Check that out. And the film review for the 36th Chamber of Shaolin is up, so make sure you go check that out as well. All right, Phil, let's spin for that last duck and get these people out of here.
We got one ring, and you got 10 entries already. Look at that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw.
Who's going to get the last duck of the night, ladies and gentlemen? Who's it going to be? Afri Castro! Congratulations, Hoffrey. Let me write you down here. Oh, wait. 106. Hoffrey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button. Next time we're live is tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for new keys and hot comics of the week. We finish off our May giveaway and jump right into a big June. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow night. All right, so for myself, for Phil, for Green Shirt Guy, for Cliff, for C Bizzle, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. God bless you. Be safe out there, and we will see you next time. Peace.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?